Hey there, Cosmic Stars, and welcome to another pick a card reading for today, April 4th. Hope you guys are all doing well. Let's go ahead and see where everyone is at, starting with those of you who picked card number 1. You guys are in a bit of a transitionatory state. I would say there is a little bit of giving in to the Mercury retrograde communication faux pas right now, and you might be having some disagreements, some disruptions, some arguments with the people that you care about most, with your friends and with your family. And the problem is everyone thinks that their side is right and no one is really listening. So when that happens, it's best to just walk away for right now. Don't really stir the pot any further and just kind of come back to it later. Also, just remember, it's Mercury retrograde. This is a time when the cosmos, when Mercury itself is trying to trick you up to see how much of this it can make happen in your life, and really how much of it you can avoid and how much of it you can work through and get through without the headache, without the hassle. So be aware, this is on the horizon for those of you who picked card number 1 today, and it could plague your household. So be cautious. Don't let the arguments fly. Don't say anything you're going to regret, and let this go. Let it go, let it go, or save it for later. If it really, really matters, bring it up, but bring it up in the, in the calm, nice, logical way that you can, so that you can have your point be heard, but that chaos does not ensue following that. Okay? All right, guys, and for those of you who picked card number 2, the Star again, feeling very creative this time. I feel like there is a sense of wanting to kind of open up something new about yourself, maybe even something old, something that you used to do, painting, music, even just getting out in nature and reconnecting. It's definitely the time, seeing as the weather is starting to allow in a lot of places. So there's a sense of kind of getting back in touch with the things that bring you your most creative self out. And a lot of you, I do see writing as well. This brings forth even more healing, bigger and better, just spiritual growth that comes from the time that you take for you. Especially because the weather, the storm that has just recently cleared for you, it's still clearing, it's still moving out. And the more that you devote the time that you need for you to mend and heal, the better off you'll be for it. So keep moving through this situation. It will eventually start to move in a better direction. It's just kind of, doing its thing right now. The more that you expel time and energy into those creative outlets, though, the better off that you'll be, and the faster you'll heal. So just kind of think about it this way: the more you do the things you love to do, the more freedom and the more growth you'll have for it. Okay. And for those of you who picked card number 3, you guys are currently dealing with some imbalance right now. We're not really handling so much of the shift in all of the responsibilities that are currently on our plate. This is just not a great moment for us in time. Usually we have a much better grip on things. Today is not so much the case. We're struggling with things a bit more than usual, and we're seeing some imbalance happen in a little bit of everywhere. Know that this is something that we can rectify, but the main point is that the reason that our lives have become so imbalanced is because we've maybe taken on something that we cannot manage, or we've added too many things to our plate, and there is a need to re-examine our entire plate, so to speak, and see what we can manage and what we can't. And if there's anything on the plate that needs to be scooped off the plate and moved, then that's what we got to do. And you'll find the balance comes right back in. But it is going to be a difficult thing to reconcile with and to accept that, we can't necessarily do it all. For some of you, this will be easier than for others. But all in all, it's just about recognizing the thing that you can't do, or finding a new way to make time for it. Okay, if this is still something that you really want to do, just find a different way. Kind of think about it this way: we're always going to be relearning how to do things. And then once we've learned how to do like structures, okay, we'll learn and relearn structures. Once we've figured out one structure, then we'll have to go and relearn it again, because suddenly, we've walked that line, and now we know what needs to be changed, and we know what needs to be fixed so that it can become even better. So then we walk that line again, all learned and learned, and all knowing of the new structure. But now there's new problems that emerge, and there's new things that we can take from it. So there's always learning, there's always adaptation that comes, and that's what's needed here, is accepting that something needs to be changed or removed from your life to bring back that balance, and you'll start feeling right as rain again. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below which card resonated most with you, and I will see you guys all back here tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now, guys.